Canadiens fans, are you feeling that familiar chill of desperation, that creeping anxiety as our promising start gives way to a disheartening losing streak and an injury list that reads like a casualty report? Or are you, like me, sensing a glimmer of opportunity, a strategic opening that could fundamentally reshape our blue line for years to come? Because let me tell you, the news that broke yesterday, November 21st, 2025, from the Times of India and corroborated by none other than Elliotte Friedman, suggests that the Montreal Canadiens are actively exploring a truly fascinating possibility, acquiring Pavel Mintyukov, the supremely talented defenseman from the Anaheim Ducks. The pressure on GM Kent Hughes and VP Jeff Gorton is mounting. With Patrick Lane, Kirby Dach, and Alex Newhook all sidelined, we're facing the toughest test of the season. But amidst this chaos, a market opportunity has emerged that could define the future of Montreal's defense. This isn't just empty speculation. It's fueled by a very real fissure in the relationship between Menchukov and the Ducks. The young Russian, drafted 10th overall in 2022, has seen his role drastically reduced, leapfrogged by other prospects, and even relegated to healthy scratch status. For a Canadiens team desperate to add elite talent to its young core, this is a chance to buy low on a premium asset, a potential steal that could pay dividends for a decade. To truly understand this opportunity, we need to look west to sunny California, where a storm is brewing. Insider Elliotte Friedman, on his 32 Thoughts podcast, complicated the situation by indicating that Menchukov might think about leaving if he doesn't get more playing time. This isn't just a disgruntled player. It's a top 10 pick whose value is being artificially suppressed by his current team situation. The Ducks' problem is an embarrassment of riches on the left side of their defense. Menchukov has fallen down the depth chart behind Jackson Lacombe, Olen Zellweger, and even the recently promoted Ian Moore. After a solid rookie season where he put up 28 points in 63 games, Menchukov expected a top 4 role. Instead, he's been benched for 3 consecutive games. This kind of frustration creates the exact leverage that Kent Hughes loves to exploit. A young, talented, but unhappy player whose potential is being stifled. That's a prime target for savvy GM. So, if Menchukov were to come to Montreal, where would he fit? The answer is simple: everywhere. The Canadiens boast a promising young defense, but a long-term injury to Caden Gould, who is out until 2026, has exposed a glaring lack of quality depth. Menchukov is a modern left-shot defenseman, an excellent skater with elite offensive instincts and a remarkable ability to transport the puck. He can form a dynamic pairing with the right-shot David Reinbacher when he eventually makes a jump to the NHL, or he could complement the offensive style of Lane Hutson on a potent second power play unit. Martin St. Louis's system, focused on puck possession and quick transitions, is tailor-made for Menchukov's skill set. In Anaheim, he's stuck in a more rigid defensive system. In Montreal, he will be given the green light to push the pace and to truly unleash his offensive potential. Of course, Pat Verbeek, the Ducks GM, isn't going to give Menchukov away for free. The article notes that he's in no rush, but he's looking for a young NHL-ready player in return. This sets up some intriguing speculative trade scenarios. The Canadiens have an abundance of left-shot defensive prospects, but Anaheim needs help on offense. Could a player like Joshua Roy or Emil Heineman be the centerpiece of a deal? If Anaheim is looking for a more established defenseman, perhaps Justin Barron, who has had his ups and downs, could be of interest, though the value might not be equivalent. To acquire a former top 10 pick, Montreal might have to include a second-round pick or a B-plus level prospect like Owen Beck. The price will be significant, but the potential reward is immense. The external pressure on the Canadiens' management is very real. With the team losing games and fan patience wearing thin, the front office needs to show that it's actively working to improve the roster. Acquiring Menchukov wouldn't solve the immediate injury crisis on offense, but would solidify the team's defensive foundation for the next decade. The text emphasizes that management is very selective in its market exploration and won't make panic moves. Menchukov isn't a panic move. He's a strategic investment, the kind of smart, long-term decision that Jeff Gorton prioritizes. This is about building for sustained success, not just a fleeting moment. The Pavel Mintyukov saga is just beginning, and the Montreal Canadiens are positioned in the front row. If the situation in Anaheim doesn't resolve itself quickly, Kent Hughes has both the ammunition and the need to make a compelling offer. Bringing Menchukov to Montreal would be a masterstroke, transforming a rival's crisis into a cornerstone of the Habs defense. This could be the move that truly defines our blue line for years to come. What do you think, Habs Nation? Is Pavel Mintyukov the missing piece on our blue line? Would you be willing to pay the price to bring him to Montreal? Let us know your thoughts and comments below. Hit that like button if you're excited about this potential acquisition, and make sure you're subscribed for all the breaking news and analysis. Go Habs go!